So let's just see what is Azure Databricks. Okay, with PySpark. Okay, so let's see first of all what is the Azure Databricks and what is a PySpark. Wherein Azure is nothing but it is the name. Okay, it is the name used by the Microsoft, guys. It is the name used by the Microsoft. It is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. So Azure is nothing but it's a name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. To market their cloud services. Okay. So whereas Databricks, guys, the Databricks is nothing but this is provided in order to the Databricks is nothing but the Databricks is integrated. The Databricks is integrated or used by the Azure here. That means we're using the Databricks for the Azure. In the same way, you can use the Databricks for the AWS, or else you can also use the Databricks for GCP, any other platform. But the Databricks here, we are using it as what? For the Azure. So hence we call it as what? Yes, guys. Hence we call it as what? Hence we call it as what is that? Hence we call it as what? Azure Databricks. And now Azure Databricks. And when it comes to this, what is it? You have it PySpark. Whereas PySpark is nothing but this is a language where it is used, where it is a language, guys. It is a language where it is used. Okay, it is a language. Okay, it is a language where it is used to. That is where it is used. That is nothing but Python plus Spark. The combination of these two languages is nothing but is called as what? PySpark, guys. The combination of the same is called as what? PySpark. So PySpark means what? PySpark is nothing but it is a language we are going to use. The coding, the level of coding we are using the PySpark coding, where the PySpark is nothing but it's a combination of Python plus Spark together is called as what? PySpark. So the Azure Databricks with PySpark. So now, guys, what is Azure Databricks with a PySpark? We can say, guys, Azure Databricks. Okay, Azure Databricks is nothing but basically this is a cloud service, guys. It is one of the cloud service. It is one of the cloud service. It is one of the cloud service, guys, where this cloud service, everyone, this cloud service is used to perform the following jobs. What is it, guys? This cloud service is especially used for what is that? The following jobs here. What is that? The first one we can say it as what? Data. This, guys, the first one it is called as what? Data migration. And then we can say it is used for data integration. And then we can say it is what? Data summarization. Okay, so this is used for what? The following services. That is nothing but we can use the data migration service, we can use the data integration service, and also we can use the data summarization service by using the Azure Databricks. So by using the Azure Databricks, guys, by using the Azure Databricks, we can perform the following jobs. What is that? That is called as a data migration job. Okay, what is that? Data migration job, data integration job, and data summarization job as well. So we can use the Azure Databricks for the following. Wherein, guys, wherein, okay, we can use it for the following. Wherein, when it comes to this Azure Databricks, so before we see what is exactly the Azure Databricks. Azure Databricks is a cloud service, basically. That means it is a cloud service, guys. It is provided as a cloud service. It is okay. It is provided as a cloud service, guys. It is provided as a cloud service. So now let us try to see this. It is provided as a cloud service. So as we know that this Azure Databricks is one of the cloud service, let's try to understand first of all the difference between what is a cloud and what is an on-premises. What is a cloud and what is an on-premises? So guys, when we talk about the cloud and on-premises, when we talk about the cloud and the on-premises, so let's try to check out the difference between the cloud and the on-premises. Cloud and the on-premises first. So when we talk about the on-premises or the cloud, guys, first of all, suppose you have a local PC. That means your local computer is there, guys. Local computer. So you store the data into the local computer, everyone. We store the data into the local computer, guys. Now, if you store the data into the local computer, will it be restricted to your local computer, or you can guys access the same data from some other computer as well? No, it's not possible. So this is my PC and I have some data here. Some files are there, let us say. So if you have the data or some files here, so you can access the data from this local computer only. For that, I have to open the PC and log in and see the same here. Whereas, guys, when it comes to this, okay, so suppose my system is crashed, my local PC is crashed. So what about the data you have it? Everyone tell me, what about the data we have it? The data will also be lost. Am I right? The data will also be what's it? Lost. You cannot get it back, the data. So we can say what's it, guys? The data which is stored in a local PC, if it is lost, you cannot recover it back. You cannot recover it back. That is called as the local PC. If the same data you store it in a Google Drive, guys. So now tell me what is it? The Google Drive is nothing but where you can store the data. Yes, guys, where you can store the data here. Where you can store the data. And even if my system is, or even if my computer or my PC is crashed, still I can access the data. Am I right? Still I can access the data, guys, without any hesitation. I can access the data. That means when you store the data into the Google Drive, you don't have to do anything with the local PC here, guys. Am I right? Whether the data is lost or whatever it may be, the same can be recovered back from the Google Drive, where the Google Drive is nothing but it is called as what is that, guys? The Google Drive is called as what is that? It is called as the, yes, the Google Drive is called as the cloud environment, wherein your local PC, whatever we have it here, this is called as the on-premises environment. This is called as what, guys, everyone? It is called as the on-premises environment. Now, let us see the advantages and disadvantages of both of it, guys. Okay, what is it you have it? When you have the local PC, suppose you have, everyone, suppose you have 500 GB of the data storage capacity. Suppose you have 500 GB of the data capacity, storage capacity. Now, you have to store the data. Now you got the data to store, that is called as 1000 GB. Can you store this into your laptop? Not possible here. Am I right? It's not possible. So whereas whenever you don't store the data, or whenever we cannot store the data beyond the capacity of the computer, we try to store this data into the, yes guys, we try to store the data into what's that? Google Drive. So we can see that. But you must be getting around the Google Drive provide only 15 GB. 15 GB is basically free, guys. Whereas rest of the thing, if you want to store 1000 GB, simply you require to buy the storage on the Google Drive and we can store unlimited data. But this unlimited data, you can access it from any place without the physical device. 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 That means you can access the data stored in the that is about Google Drive from any part of the world. Okay, guys, from any part of the world without having the physical device. That means even if you don't have your PC, you can access it from any PC. You can access it from what? Any PC. And the second reason is what? Why do we store the data into the Google Drive? The second reason is what? Unlimited storage. When you want to store the data very huge, massive amount of data. Every day, the data is being added to your business. So at that time, you have what that you can say unlimited. So if you want to store the unlimited data, the same data you can store it into the guys, Google Drive. So we can say what's that unlimited data storage. Unlimited data storage. What is it? Unlimited data storage. Okay. So unlimited data storage. So that means without any limitation, you can store the data here. Without any limitation, you can store the data. That is called as what? Unlimited data storage. Unlimited data storage. And the next one, what is the next reason? Okay, guys, why we use the Google Drive rather than using the local PC here is, guys, security of your data. Security of data. So now, guys, tell me, the security of the data is the responsibility of what? It is the responsibility of the drive that is under Google that is a storage provider, not our. Because if you are using local PC, that will be our responsibility to take care of the data. Now, if you store the data into the Google Drive, the security of the data is the responsibility of what, guys? Is the responsibility of the cloud provider. It's the responsibility of the cloud provider. Wherein, okay, so wherein, guys, in this you can say the Google Drive is nothing but, guys, okay, the Google Drive is nothing but basically you can say this is a cloud storage. The Google Drive is nothing but it is called as what? Cloud storage. And your local PC is called as what here, guys? It is called as the on-premises. That means always the on-premises has a limited scope of storage. So as per the device capacity, only we can store it. Beyond the device capacity, we cannot store it. Or you can access the data only from that particular device. You cannot access the data across all the devices. Okay. So whereas this is the basic difference you have between the on-premises and the cloud environment. Now, guys, okay, now the next one is, okay, so all the cloud providers. So who are the major cloud providers, guys? Across the globe, we have three major cloud providers who are, the first one is called as what? Azure from Microsoft. Azure from Microsoft, and then you have what's it? Okay, Azure from Microsoft, AWS from Amazon, AWS from Amazon, Azure from Microsoft, AWS from Amazon, and then you have what's it, guys? GCP for Google. GCP for what's it? Google, guys. Okay. Whereas these are all the cloud providers. So how do they provide this service? This service is nothing but, guys, this service is nothing but it is classified. The services of the that is cloud providers are classified into three categories. What is that, guys? The first one is called as EAS, and the second one is called as the PIAS, and the third one is called as a CIAS. That's it. Okay, CIAS. Okay. Okay, we have what's it? CIAS. Okay, what is it? CIAS. So you have what's it? EAS, PIAS, and CIAS. These are the three categories of services provided. What is it? EAS first. Let us see. So EAS stands for what's it? Infrastructure as a service. EAS stands for what, guys? Infrastructure as a service. EAS stands for what? Infrastructure as a service. EAS stands for what? Infrastructure as a service, guys. Infrastructure as a service. Okay. What's that? Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service here. Okay. Whereas, what is my PIAS, guys? PIAS stands for what is that? Platform as a service. Platform as a service. And then you have what's that? The next one, guys. What is that? Everyone. CIAS. CIAS means what? Software as a service. Okay. You have what? Software as a service. So these are the three categories of division of services by the cloud provider. Every cloud provider, guys. Every cloud service, guys. Everyone. Every cloud service every cloud service is classified into three categories. What is that? IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and then your software as a service. Software as a service. That's it, guys. Now, what in by IaaS? IaaS is nothing but, as you know, infrastructure as a service. That means, guys, everyone, infrastructure. So now, infrastructure means what? Suppose you have a business, and for that business, you have a data. So how much data is needed? How much capacity of drive is needed? That is 1000 GB or 1 TB, or you can say 1000 TB or 1000 PIB or petabytes. PIB is in petabytes. So whatever the amount of volume of data you require to store it. Okay, whatever the amount of volume of data you require to store it. And to process the data, what is the RAM speed required? Whether, okay, 32 GB RAM is needed, or okay, 64 GB RAM is needed, or 128 GB RAM is needed. All this, that is processing speed of the same. So all these things is decided into the, what is that? Infrastructure as a service. That means the storage and access of data, storage and processing speed, you can say storage and processing. Okay, storage and the process speed, guys. Process speed. Okay, process of data. That's processing speed of the data is decided here into the infrastructure as a service. That means every service they will have some charge. Okay, so all this comes under what's that? Storage as a service. Now, guys, when you talk about the platform as a service, so what is the platform as a service? Platform as a service is nothing but, guys, suppose you have a working on the banking data. Banking data is considered as the largest amount of data in the world. Guys, banking data is considered as the largest volume of the data. Banking data is considered as the largest volume of the data. Whereas this data, to process it on the Windows environment, it will be difficult. That means Windows does not support such a massive amount of data. At that time, I want to change the operating system here. What is that? I want to change the mainframe. I want to use what's that? Mainframe as an operating system. Mainframe is provided by IBM. Am I right? So whereas this operating system we require to install it. So all this, can you see, it's an IBM product now. So you need not go and buy the license from the IBM. Your cloud provider is going to take care of and take care, and he's going to make he's going to assure that the same mainframe system or the same mainframe is installed on your cloud environment and you use on the mainframe. That means nothing but, so this service is called as what? Platform as a service. Now, guys, what is a software as a service? Suppose you require some softwares. Suppose you require some software to be installed or make it available onto your, guys, make it available onto your cloud. At that time, what you can do, guys? You can request for a software as a service. Suppose you require, can you see here? Informatica is an on-premises software. I require to use this Informatica onto the cloud. I want the same to be made it available onto the cloud. So I can use what's that? Request it, and the same will be provided as what? Informatica Power Center. Informatica Power Center. So here you have what is that? SaaS is nothing but, it is the software as a service. That means the cloud services are basically classified and charged as per the categories 3 given here below. What is that? IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay, guys. So 3 of the service together is called as what? Cloud service. 3 of them together is called as what, guys? Cloud service. It is called as what? Cloud service. Now, everyone, just come up over here. So what is that you have it? As you know that the data, that is bricks, is used to perform the job of the data migration, data integration, and data summarization. Let's try to see this. What is data migration first of all? So when we talk about the data migration, guys, can you see here, everyone? We have seen an example wherein what is the Google Drive and what is the local PC, you know already. Suppose you have the data in your mobile phone. Guys, everyone, you have the data in your mobile phone, stored in the mobile phone. Now, what you wanted to do, guys? You wanted to move the data from your mobile phone, to the, yes, from you want to move the data from your mobile phone Guys, everyone, you want to move the data from your mobile phone. You want to move the data from the mobile phone. Guys, everyone, you want to move the data from the mobile phone to your Google Drive. So whenever you wanted to move the data from your mobile phone to the Google Drive, guys, whenever you want to move the data from the mobile phone to the Google Drive, mobile phone to the, what is that? Google Drive. So whenever you want to move the data from the mobile phone to the Google Drive, you will have an option there. Move. You select the pictures, go to the option called move. And if you move, in the move, you will get it where you want to move it. I wanted to save it into the drive here. So at that time, we can move the data. So very simple. So this kind of actually operation of moving the data from the mobile memory storage towards that Google Drive storage memory, guys. Mobile data memory storage towards that Google Drive data, that is memory storage, is called as, what's that? Is called as the process of what, guys, everyone? This is called as the process of what? Data migration. So the same job we do it here as well. That means, but the data will be on a very large scale. So we will use the technological support to move the same here. Okay. But here in the mobile phone, simply you have the option called what? Move option will be there. Move will be there. One copy option will be there. Am I right? But we use the move option. That means physically move the data from your mobile phone toward memory towards that Google Drive memory. In the same way, we go for the data migration job here. Okay. The next one after this. Yes, guys. So this is called as what? Data migration. So data migration is nothing but it is a process where the data is moved from your local device to the Google Drive. Google Drive. Okay, Google Drive or iCloud or whatever the storage you have it, you can say that. Okay, so this is called as a process of what, guys? Data migration. Now, guys, the next one, you what is it? You have it, everyone. The next one you have, what is that? Data integration, guys. You have, what is it? The process of what? Data integration. So what do you mean by the data integration? Let us try to take an example here, everyone. Let's try to take an example, everyone. What is a data integration? So when we talk about the data integration, guys, already, okay, when we talk about the data integration, everyone, when we talk about the data integration, yes, everyone. Okay, so we have what's it? Data integration. Okay, we have what's it? Data integration. So what do you mean by the data integration? So guys, suppose let us take an example of a supermarket here. You have a more supermarket, guys, more supermarket. Guys, you have the more supermarket and more supermarket has many branches. Let us say you have some Mumbai branch, Hyderabad branch, Hyderabad branch, and then you have Chennai branch. Okay, Mumbai, Chennai, and you have what is that? Even let us say Bangalore branch. We have 4 branches information is here. So guys, here you have what is that? Everyone, the 4 branches information is given in this way. That is nothing but this branch information, sales information is given in the type of a CSV files. But the same in the Hyderabad, it is saved in the SQL Server database in the form of a tables. In the Chennai, it is stored in the form of Oracle database. Means what? On-premises system. And then you have that in the Bangalore, the same is stored on the web page, or you can say REST APIs. Now, guys, the data of the sales information, guys, the data of the other sales information, guys, the sales information, okay, or the data, the sales information or the data, everyone, the sales information or the data, guys, the sales information or the data, the sales information or the data is stored in the 4 different locations, 4 different locations. So now, guys, what is that I wanted to do is, there is some audit going on. There is some audit going on. Audit. There is some audit going on, and this audit is being conducted at Delhi. What is it? This audit is related to the sales. That means sales. What are the sales? Okay, what's the sales happened in all the branches, etc. And what are the, based on the sales, they wanted to implement or apply some discount offers and etc. They want to launch it. So before that, they wanted to get the whole sales information from 4 different locations. What is that? Mumbai, Hyderabad, Chennai, and Bangalore. Okay. So whereas in the Mumbai, the data is stored in what? CSV format. Here it is stored in the SQL server. And here it is stored in the Oracle database. Here it is stored in the REST API. So here you have what's that? The whole information they wanted to get it here in Delhi. And here you have what's that? Azure SQL database. That means the 4, or else you can say Azure Cosmos DB. Or you can say Azure MongoDB. So this is a MongoDB. So you wanted to store the data here, guys. So what happens here? Can you see? So now, guys, we have to get the data from all these places. That means Mumbai data is stored in what? CSV format. Can you see here? Mumbai data is stored in what? CSV format, comma. And SQL server data is stored in what? In the that is Hyderabad data is stored in what? SQL server. And the Chennai data is stored in what? Oracle database. And now, everyone, the Bangalore data is stored in what? Yes, the Bangalore data is stored in what, everyone? The Bangalore data is stored in what? Everyone, the Bangalore data is stored in what? The Bangalore data is stored in the REST API. That means in the web page it is stored. Now, can you see here? We are getting the data from all these various platforms under the one roof. Why? Because we require this data for the auditing purpose. We require this data for the auditing purpose, to audit the sales. So here what we are doing it, we are getting the various location data and various formatted data under the one roof and one storage. So this is called as the process of, what is it, guys? Data integration. This is called as a process of what, guys? This is called as a process of what, everyone? Getting the various data under the one platform is called as what? The process of what, guys, everyone? Data integration. Now, guys, here you have a data integration is there. The next step is, what is that? Once the data integration is done, everyone, once the data integration is done, we have to start the actual job process. What is that? We have to find out what is the, guys, everyone, net sales amount. Guys, net sales amount, okay, branch wise. So we want, what's that? Net sales amount branch wise. What is it you want? Net sales amount branch wise, or branch wise or city wise. Branch wise or city wise you want it. So how to make it? Let's try to see this, guys. Here you have a information is there. Can you see it? The whole information is pulled in here like this, wherein you have, what's it? Can you see it? Product ID is there. Product rate is there. Product quantity sold is there. And product date of manufacturing is there. Product date of expiry is there. Okay, date of expiry is there. And you can say sales amount. Okay, rate is there, no sales amount is ordered. Date of sales. DOS stands for date of sales. Now here the information is like this. Can say, I can say 122, rate is 10, guys, and quantity sold is, let us say here, product quantity 10, product quantity sold, add here 10, and date of manufacturing, let us say 01 /01 2023. Okay, and then you have, what's it? Date of expiry 01 01 2025. date of sales. Today's date, let us give 12th. Okay, what's that you have it? 14th of August 2024. That's it. Likewise, the information is there. So let's say this is the one product information. You have the second product information, third product information, fourth product information is there. Okay. So this is, let us say, guys, can you see here? This is what's that you have it. Can you see? Here you have it. Let's say this one branch wise means, let's say this is a Mumbai branch. In the same way, guys, in the same way, everyone, you have the Hyderabad branch. In the same way, guys, you have the Chennai branches there. Now, guys, here what is that you wanted to do? Branch wise net sales amount per day we have to extract it. Branch wise net sales amount we have to extract it per day. Okay. So let us say here, guys, everyone, let us say I'm changing the products. Okay, IDs here, everyone, just a minute. So instead of 1, 2, 3, and here you have a 4. That's it. Okay. 3 rows, we'll put it in each one. Okay. So guys, here you have what's it? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Just to cut short the same. 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 8. That's it. Now, all this information is there. Now, guys, I wanted to get the date-wise net sales amount. So for that, first of all, we have to start up the process of what? Data summarization. What's that? Data summarization. So how do you summarize the data? Let's try to see this. Summarization of data is done by using the process called ETL, which stands for what? Extraction, transformation, loading. Extraction, transformation, and loading, or else we can also say it as a ELT nowadays. Extraction, loading, then transform. So guys, we can say anything. Okay, we can say extraction, transformation, and loading. So this is an olden technique, ETL. Nowadays, we are using the technique called what's it, guys, everyone? ELT. We are using the technique called what? ELT. ETL or ELT. But this both are supported here by the Azure Databricks. ETL or else ELT. ETL or the ELT. Both the things is used by the same. Now, guys, let's try to apply the ETL on the same. Now, guys, here, what is it you require? So to find out the net sales amount, I don't want product wise. I want branch wise now. So product ID is not needed here. So what are the columns you require? Product rate is required. Product quantity sold is required. And date of manufacturing, date of expiry, all this is required. These are optional, guys. These are optional columns. So I can say these 3 columns I'll pull in here. What is that? The first column is what's that, guys, everyone? Product rate, and the second column is what's that you have it? Product quantity sold, and the next one is date of sale. So now, guys, I can say this part of pulling in the respective column is called as what is it? The process of what, guys, everyone? This is called as a process of what? Extraction of data. Extraction of data. It is called as what? Extraction of data. It is called as what? Extraction of data. Extraction of data. That's it. Okay. Okay. It is called as what? The extraction of data. Now, guys, I'll pull in the rates here. Can you see? The rate is what is that you have it, guys? Everyone tell me now. The rate is what, everyone? The rate is 10 and the product rate is 10 here, everyone. And the product quantity sold is also 10. The rate is also, let us say, 10. Product quantity sold is also 10. Rate is also 10 here. The product quantity is also 10 here. Now, guys, here your words that can you see? You have the date of sales. What's the date of sales? You have it, everyone. 14th of August 2024. That's the date you have it. Okay. So guys, everyone, this is the date you have it. Now can you see here? Now the extraction is done. Then you have to do what? Transformation of data. So how to transform it? Let's try to make some changes on the data. Transformation. So what do you mean transformation? You have to make some arithmetic operations on data to apply the transformation. What is that, guys? So for transformation, what is it? You can do it here. When the rate is 10 rupees, product quantity is 10 rupees. 10 into 10 is what? 100, I can say. Am I right? So here I can say what's that, guys? 100. Here also same logic. 100 and guys 100. So I can say the total amount is what is it, guys? Can you see? The total amount is what is it, guys? Here you have it. Everyone, what's the total amount you have it? 300. Am I right? 300 is the total amount. And now on which day it is sold here, guys? It is sold at the on the 14th day of August 2024. Now finally I wanted to load the data. So how to load the data? I'm using the loading. How do you put the data in the final layer? That is loading process. Here I'll write it, guys. The same way we write it here. Can you see? I'm using the net sales amount and date of sales. So what is the net sales amount, guys? Here you can see, everyone. 300 is the net sales amount. Guys, date of sales is what? Tell me now. Date of sales is what? 14/08/2024. That's it. Now let us say it here. Here let us give it as 13. Second branch. And I will change the rate also. Here I will make it as a 20, 30, 10. That's it. Okay. Now the same thing you have to do it here. I'll do the direct calculations and I'll find out, guys. 10 into 10, 100. 100, 30. Okay. So what should you have it, guys? 30 into 10 means what? Guys, 30 into 10 means what? Everyone. Yeah, somebody please respond. 10 tens are 100, nah? Everyone, just a minute. So I'm writing the final layer of the data instead of writing all this. Net sales amount. Guys, everyone, please tell me now. Yeah? Yes, guys.
100.
13 to 10 is
100.
what? 300.
300.
Yeah, that's it. 13 to 10 is 300. So I'm just writing it here. 100, 300. Next one is what? 20 into 10 is what?
200.
200. So guys, I'll write the final layer here. The final layer is what is it? Tell me now. The final layer of the data is what is it? 500, 600. Now, so I can write it like this. 600, guys, totally on the in the one table only. I'll write it here, everyone. 600, and here I can say 13, 13/08/2024. That's it. And the next one, guys, again you have the same one. I'm just changing the rate here. 40 and 50. So 15 to 10 is 500. 14 to 10 is 400, 900, 100, 1,000 rupees. So directly I will write it here. 1,000. Can you see here, guys? I can say 1,000. And it is sold on what is it? 14/08. And what is it? You have it? 2024. That's it. And now I'll add one more column here. Branch. Now tell me the branch. What is it? You have it? The first one is what? Mumbai. Second one is what?
Hyderabad.
Third one is what? Chennai. Now, guys, can you see here the whole data you have shortcut into what is that, guys? Can you see here? Into a sensible way or not? Yes, everyone? Yes, this makes a difference here. This makes a lot of difference here. So this is how we can perform this process of generating the data. Like this is called as what is it, guys? It is called as, what is it? This is called as, what is that, guys? This is called as, what is that? It is called as the final layer of the data, which is called as what? Transformed data loaded into the target system. So all this process, whatever we have it, that is called as from the process of data. What's it? From the process of, what's it? Data migration to data summarization. Data migration towards it, data summarization. This whole process we can perform it by using the Azure Databricks. Now, why Azure Databricks? Why only Azure Databricks? Why can't we, or why don't we use some other thing to use it? Guys, the Azure Databricks, basically, Databricks run on the Spark cluster, guys, Spark cluster, wherein the Spark cluster is referred as, or it is used for, or it is used as a, it is used to process the massive amount of data. If you have trillions of records, billions and trillions of records, very huge and massive amount of data is there. To process that data, if normally it takes 1 day to process, the same job will be completed in 1 hour when we use the Apache Spark cluster. What is that we use? Apache Spark cluster. So hence, guys, hence what is that we use? In Azure Databricks, we use the Apache Spark cluster to process the data, So this is very faster than any other. So right now we don't have any other thing except the Apache Spark cluster, which can process the data so faster, guys. Whether you have millions or trillions or whatever the massive amount of data you have, you can just process it in a couple of minutes, hours, or seconds, whatever it may be. Generally, it may take 1 day to process, but here it will be done in what? 1 hour or 10 minutes. That is the actually the beauty of the Apache Spark cluster. So we use the Apache Spark cluster into the Azure Databricks, And to process the data, we are going to use the PySpark as the language for the coding purpose. Now you must be getting the doubt. Do you need to have the knowledge of Python and Spark? In fact, you require the knowledge. The prerequisites is Python is required, guys, and PySpark, Spark is also needed. If you don't know the Python or the Spark, you can directly learn the PySpark as well. Okay, so guys, yeah, because almost all the languages has the basic stuff. So that is nothing but the the level of coding and everything will be almost all similar. Some languages will have some added features and some will won't have. So basically the PySpark. So I'll give you the basic concepts on this, and then we will also see how to use the same into the Databricks environment. Okay, so as a part of this course, guys, we are going to see this one, and the duration would be 60 hours on the same. Okay, 60 hours you will have it, and the duration is 60 hours, and that's it. And I'll be your faculty for all this. And the standard times for this is 9 o'clock, guys. 9 to 10 will be your standard timing, guys. Okay, 9 to 10 will be your standard timing for this one. Okay, so that's it, guys, for the day. And if you have any doubt, please you can ask me now. So we'll start up the classes from tomorrow. Tomorrow also the same time, guys, 9 o'clock. Thank you, everyone. So
Thank you.
if you have any doubt, you can just get in touch with me. I'm just giving you my direct number. Yeah, please tell me. This is my direct number, guys. If you want any query, you have it. Just contact me. Yes, tell me. Somebody want to ask something, please. Yeah, nothing, guys. So thank you, everyone. So that's it. I'm ending the class. Bye-bye.